Hello! Hello to everyone who we know personally and anyone who accidentally clicked on this. This is Nontent, a podcast about really nothing in particular. Yeah, so we're just going to be talking about a bunch of stuff. It's not like a gaming podcast or a...
It's a stuff podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast about stuff.
Yeah, general stuff. I like that. It's like nontent. It's opposite of content. I thought it was funny.
I laughed.
It was, I don't know, it's finalized in the thumbnail, so that's what we're going with.
We already made the thumbnail. We can't go back now. It's too late.
I've made 2 thumbnails already.
You made 2?
Yeah. It's it'll be a surprise. We'll talk about it later.
Have I seen the second one?
I think you have.
I don't remember.
I don't know. It'll be another surprise.
Oh boy.
When I show it to you later.
Can't wait.
Oh. Alright, so we should probably introduce ourselves. You want to go first?
Yes. I'm Dante. I don't know how much more. We didn't really plan the introductions out. We should have done that.
No, it's fine.
I'm Dante. I am host the second of Nontent.
Yes, he's a podcast veteran.
I love podcasts. I have made one before and it was terrible, but I love it.
You only made 1 episode.
I know I only made 1 episode because it's really hard to make a podcast when Diggy's in Kentucky.
I know, it's okay. You could probably make more episodes. You just
I was planning on making another one over break and then hopefully trying to get it more regular, but if I have this, then that's fine.
Yeah. You can still do pizza reels. Let's plug that. Pizza reels.
Pizza reels.
There's only 1 episode.
We made 1 episode about the horrible Logan Paul movie, which is topical and relevant now.
Oh my god, let's not talk about that.
We're not going to talk about Logan Paul, but we did make a pizza reels where we review movies and also pizza snacks. We made it about the terrible Logan Paul movie that the name I can't remember. Shoot, what was it called?
It was, God.
The one where he's like in school, The Choosing.
The Thinning.
The Thinning! That's right, like Logan Paul's hair.
Oh, no. It is weird.
Yeah, we made a podcast about the horrible Logan Paul movie, The Thinning. And we had a request to do an episode on Kingsman, but I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can guess who made that.
No, it wasn't them.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Anyhow, who are you?
Alright, so I'm Kirsten.
Wow.
I'm the one who came up with this idea. We were sitting in our apartment and overstressed and overtired. It was
Sorry. Hashtag college.
Yes. And at some point, it was probably around 2 a.m., I said, hey, let's do a podcast. And so here it is. Wow.
We only planned it out a little bit. We have, like, the vaguest of vague plans coming into this episode.
Yeah.
I'm fully expecting maybe 5 views from our dearest friends. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for how unpopular this is going to be.
Yeah, well, okay, so we're going to talk about podcast plans, actually.
I have none.
Okay.
This is going to be like your section.
Alright. Well, maybe we should make it like the most unpopular podcast. The most unwatchable shit.
Nontent, the internet's worst podcast.
Yeah, it's just, that's how we're gonna gain traction.
We have no decent recording equipment, so we're just recording on my laptop mic.
It's
beautiful.
Yeah. I do, most of the internet software I use is free.
Yes.
Which I think
absolutely. Like what we're recording on right now.
Oh.
Audacity. Plug for Audacity. Internet free sound recording software.
We're not sponsored by them. Let's not get into legal trouble right out of the gate.
We have no sponsorships.
No.
If you want to sponsor us, please contact me. I will take any sponsorships.
Yeah, let's just I don't know, like write your company down on a little notebook card, and then just
write your company name in the YouTube comments, and we will contact you.
Oh, it's like how some like sub shops and like catering places have they'll have like a bin where it's like put your business card, and then
do they have that?
Yeah, I've seen it before. I've seen it like since I was a kid. Like it was like I'd notice like it would be like put your business card and we might draw it and you might get free stuff for your business.
Wow.
Maybe we'll have something like that.
Interesting.
I don't know, like
Leave your business card and we'll give you a free shout out on our podcast.
yeah, perfect.
You'll be seen by all of 5 people.
It's exposure. All right, so what so in all seriousness, I think what I want to do with this podcast is we'll have like a general theme for each week.
Maybe not a general theme, but like 2.
Yeah, like a topic that I'm going to name the podcast after, and then like maybe another surprise topic.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big surprise. So this is the pilot episode.
Our theme is not in any way related to aircraft, though. We should have thought about that. I was trying to think about aircraft themes that I'd be interested in talking about. But I couldn't think of any.
Oh, I do have a fun story, but I called this episode Pilot. Hopefully the network will pick it up. But,
Shoot, I keep dropping this thing. I keep fidgeting. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to fidget.
it's okay. It's apparently, according to all the fidget companies, it's a natural human activity. So it's okay.
I'm very prone to fidgeting.
Yeah, just don't fidget with the cube, because it has all that clicking.
Yeah, I know. I put it down. I was holding it right before the episode started. But now I have it in my hands again.
Okay, maybe click just to show our audience how awful it would be if you just clicked it the whole time.
I got this fidget cube for Christmas, and just... Could you imagine sitting in class and just someone's constantly sitting back there just playing with their cube?
I think they were banned for that reason.
Yeah, probably.
Like, there are actual, like...
There are kids that actually benefit from it, but all the annoying kids that have them and just won't shut up with them, just take them away from the kids that actually need them.
Yeah, but, like, there are actual ones. Like, there's, like, the little mesh things, and... You know,
They don't all make noise. Yeah, I'm just gonna, throw it on the other side of the room.
Perfect.
So now I won't be able to fidget even if I want to, unless I pick up this wire that's down by my feet.
Alright, well, that's pretty silent, so it's...
I keep dropping it, but I don't know if the podcast picks it up.
No, it's fine. This isn't a very professional operation. It's not...
We're recording in my bedroom, sitting on my bed using only my laptop computer.
Yay. Let's not pretend that we're anything more than
Amateurs.
Yeah, a couple of assholes sitting in a bedroom.
Sitting in a bedroom.
Just laughing and telling one-off jokes that they thought of the day before into a cheap mic.
That network joke was not thought of the day before. That was thought up about 10 minutes ago, Kirsten.
No, I thought about that like a week ago.
Okay,
yes.
good.
Yes.
She told it to me like 30 seconds before we started recording, and I thought it was really funny, so I told her to use it.
Yeah, thank you.
I still think it's funny.
That's good. Let's hope everyone else does. And I'll be here all week. That's usually what I say after I crack a joke that doesn't quite land. That's a lot. That's fine.
That's all the time.
Yeah, wow. That's really good. Oh, to highlight the level of unprofessionalness, we have the AGDQ stream.
I think this one's just GDQ. I really don't know. We have Games Done Quick's Twitch open. We're watching Games Done Quick. They're playing F-Zero, and I was just laughing because they just finished the race, and their car went spinning off into oblivion when they finished.
That was really great.
It made me chuckle.
Yeah. Who came up with speedrunning?
I don't know, but they were a genius.
Yeah, they definitely... Well, it's an actual, like, good charity event, so they're not, like, laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah, no, they're donating their proceeds to cancer research, which is great.
Good for them.
Not a plug. We're just watching the stream and laughing about the F-Zero stream.
Yeah.
It really is interesting how these speed runs, they can bring like an entirely new and like completely unthought of way to play the game. It's not even really playing the game. It's just kind of
it's breaking it.
It's just breaking the game creatively to finish it as fast as possible.
Yeah, which is like an art within its own.
I was saying that during the Skyrim stream earlier.
Yeah.
Which is when you just destroyed the game in order to finish it as fast as possible, which is really kind of impressive.
Yeah, like you think of speedrunning as like people who are like, oh, I'm just gonna go really fast. And it's like, well, why?
It's not just going to the game fast, though. It's like finding all the little things in the game that you can exploit to, like...
It's an actual art form.
It really is.
Now just watching the stream has really made me appreciate it a lot more.
This guy keeps bouncing off the map. I feel like he's losing more time by restarting the map over and over again.
I don't know. He has some sort of strategy, I think. He's probably gonna, like, I don't know, it's probably something with the save files he's messing with.
Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, you had an airplane story.
Oh, yes,
I think you said
did.
That.
Yeah, it's like a really short and dumb one, but,
That's
like,
fine.
I guess, my dad got a flight simulator on Steam, and he was like, yeah, I tried to land a plane on the, GW bridge, and I think it kind of worked, but, he couldn't quite get the land right, so it fell off the side into the ocean. Or not the ocean, the river.
Is that the whole story?
Yeah, but
that
like...
sucked.
I know. It was... But he was just talking about, like we were at lunch yesterday.
I thought you were going to be at least a real plane.
Well, no, I guess... I don't know. Most of my plane-related stories don't have anything to do with real planes.
I've only been on a real plane, like, twice, I think.
Oh, wow.
3 times.
I've been on it a lot more. I was on it while nursing a severe sinus infection, so I probably looked like I was going to, like, give the whole cabin tuberculosis. That was great. That was real fun.
I flew to Puerto Rico once, there and back once on, like, a Christmas vacation.
Wow.
And nothing really interesting happened. I think some lady brought, like, a Chihuahua dog on the plane, which everybody on the plane was, like, tensed up, and they were all prepped for it to be the most miserable experience, but it was really quiet the whole time. So we were fine. And then I flew back from Nashville one time after dropping my brother off at school.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I don't really have any plane stories. I've had completely uneventful plane trips.
I have a lot of nightmares revolving around planes. Like,
Really?
It's like, I'll be sitting in the seat, or like, it'll be, I don't know, I'll be like sitting in my seat, and all of a sudden it tries to take off, and it'll go up like vertically, and then the whole thing will like fall apart, and we'll all die. Like, usually the dream ends around, like just giant alarms start sounding.
That's a really scary dream.
I've had that, like a variation of that dream, just on and off for the past, like, I don't know, 10 years.
Oh.
Yeah, but...
I don't really have any plane-related anxiety.
I think, as a kid, I think, like, I was, like... surfing like the Discovery Channel or one of those like mildly educational documentary channels, and I think I came across this show. It was like something about like...
I have a story about this, so when you're done with that.
Alright. Yeah, it was like something about airplane emergencies, and it was like all the flights that have gone wrong, and it was like reenactments and stuff. There was one...
How much more can you reenact than just a plane smashing into the ground?
Actually, I think so there was like a Russian flight, and there was like... Oh, you just tapped my drink. Anyway,
Kristen's not staying hydrated.
I know, okay. This isn't water. It's probably gonna need some water soon, so I don't like fall apart after this rum beverage. But anyway, God, I suck at telling stories, but I'm gonna try and tell this as succinctly as possible.
I won't interrupt this time. I'll just hide over in the back.
Okay. There you go. So it was like the specific episode. I forget what it was called, but I think I watched it several times because on one hand, I was terrified, but it was like this morbid curiosity that I just like really wanted to like see what happened just over and over again. And it was like this Russian flight, and I think it was going to like Singapore or Taiwan or something. And like there was like this family. It's like it cold opened with like this family leaving on vacation, like with like husband and wife and like little Russian kids, and it doesn't really matter, but like so
Little
I
Russian
guess
kids.
yeah, but I guess
Yeah,
like
not little other race kids to the
yeah,
Russian family.
I don't know, because I just like I think it's a traumatic memory because I think that's the one thing I remember.
The kids were Russian.
Yeah, or that it's, well, the the pilots were too, because it was like... It's,
Yeah, it was a Russian flight. You just said that.
yeah, okay. Well, yeah. See, I really suck ass at telling stories. I get really sidetracked.
Like right now.
Yeah, shit.
Sorry, that's my fault.
No, it's okay. It really isn't that pressing of an issue, but it's, so I guess it cold opened on them leaving at like 4 a.m. to catch this flight, and then I guess like the dad somehow knew the pilots, so he was like, oh hey, kiddos, come into the cockpit and see what the plane's like. And so, that's kind of like, that's a thing that sometimes happens.
And then, as children do, one of them dripped snot all over the controls and made it all sticky.
Nope.
And the pilot couldn't fly the plane anymore, so they died.
Well, no, not quite. That would make for an interesting episode, though.
It's like 1,000 Ways to Die with their highly dramatized methods of dying.
Yeah, but I think this was something that actually happened, though, because it's actually pretty tragic, and I think it traumatized me when I was like 7 or 8 or whenever I watched it, because I now have plane nightmares. But so I guess like they were like, oh hey, kiddos, you're up in the cockpit. And I think like there was like an older brother and a younger sister, and then like the brother stayed up there, and he was like, hey kid, you want to fly the plane? And he was like, okay, because that's kind of a thing that like, it's like, wow, I get to fly a plane and I'm like 12.
Nice.
So I guess, so they disengage autopilot just to let him fly the plane for a sec. And then, like, I guess something goes wrong while the kid's at, like something goes wrong with the autopilot. So they're way off course. And then, like, the kid screws something up because no one's watching him for some reason.
Why is no one watching him?
I don't know. Like, they turn away for a second.
Hey, kid, I gotta use the bathroom. Take over.
Like, I don't know. Or maybe they tried to engage autopilot again, but then something goes wrong, and then, like, they pretty much just, like, they crash their plane into a mountain, and everyone dies.
Hey, kid, I gotta use the bathroom. Make sure whatever you do, you don't fly into that mountain, okay?
Yeah, but it was, like, they flew upside down, and, like, you saw, like, traumatization footage of, like just unsuspecting passengers like flying out of their seats and like landing on the ceiling, and it was just like that's
they clearly weren't wearing their seatbelts.
I don't know, but like there were people flying all over the cabin, and it was a very traumatic thing for me to watch. I think something similar happened for me with elevators when I was even younger, because there was like several years where I just did not want to go step inside an elevator because of just like it could fall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so my Discovery Channel weird documentary dramatization story.
Yes.
I was in some hotel in some state that was not my own state. I don't remember where we were going or why we were in a hotel, but I was young, and I was watching the TV, and hotels have crappy programming, everyone knows, but like they had the Discovery Channel or some channel, I don't remember which one exactly, but it was just, you fool.
Oh, I got it, it's fine.
Made a mess.
It's okay.
But it was this show about like potential apocalypses, I think. And I had never seen this show before, and I have not seen it since. I don't remember what it was called, but I remember they had the episode that I caught was an episode about solar storms, and solar storms like hitting planet Earth and kind of destroying the entire planet's electrical grid.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And in the dramatization, they showed, like, one city that was like, we're going to turn off our electrical grid so it doesn't get destroyed by the solar storm. And that worked, so it kind of was soothing to me that, like, we had an option that could save us. But, like, I was just really spooked about how we were all going to get wiped out by a solar storm. And then I remember the thing that spooked me out the most was right at the end of the program, they said that we were very likely to get hit by a big solar storm between then and 2011, which in 2011 I was like 13, I think, so I was still moderately concerned about this happening.
Oh, no.
So I spent like off and on afraid of getting wiped out by a solar storm like throughout my entire youth, basically. I forget how old I was when I saw it. It was before 2011, obviously.
Yeah. So I mean, it was still like you were still at the age where like stuff like that will like fuck you up.
Yeah. So like I had like a fear of it from like 8 years old on. So like off and on from like 8 years to 13 years, I was like, we're gonna get wiped out in 2011. Like the apocalypse is coming and it's hitting us in 2011. And then it didn't wipe us out in 2011, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're fine.
Yeah. I remember I had something similar happen to me with like remember the movie 2012?
Yes, I haven't seen it, but I obviously am aware of it.
We should watch it.
I don't want to watch it.
Well, yeah, I know it was bad. I don't know if it was like humorous.
I feel like it's not. I mean, it's a Roland Emmerich movie, so maybe.
Who knows? But I remember like I forget when it came out, but
it came out in 2012.
Did it?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I could be horribly mistaken. I probably am, but I'm like 90% sure. It came out in the year 2012. They capitalized on all the 2012 hysteria.
I don't know. I thought they knew about it a few years prior, because I remember myself
so it came out in 2012 because it went into production a few years prior.
Yeah, or I guess we knew about like the apocalypse possibly happening, and I was
the
like
Mayan calendar.
Yeah, and I was probably like I don't know, 12, but I was like, okay, this probably isn't gonna happen, but if it does, let's see, in 2012, will I be old enough to be able to like hold my own in the apocalypse?
No.
Like I was like, okay, so I'll be a sophomore in high school.
But like, I feel like 2012 we didn't hear about it until 2012. So like, I don't really understand.
I feel like it was
I'm going on the internet.
All right, it was
I'm doing some live action research here.
I remember that just being in the back of my mind for like a couple years before, so it was like middle school, and then like once I was in high school, I was like, yes.
Oh no, you're right. It came out in 2009.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. That's
all right. I am wrong. I admit incorrectness.
It's okay. We were warned. I love that tagline.
we were warned.
Wow. Yeah, so that's why I was wondering how I would fare as a 16-year-old kid in an apocalypse. Because it was a few years before that. Is it anyone who like was anyone in this movie who anyone knows?
Woody Harrelson was in it.
Oh, wow.
Aside from that, I mean John Cusack, I guess, but he was kind of old and past his prime at that point.
Oh yeah, well, I feel like he might have been like the hippie in the truck in Yosemite Park, or not Yosemite, Yellowstone. So there was like the big ass volcano that blew up.
A bunch of other guys were in it that I don't think anyone really cares about anymore.
Yeah.
Danny Glover was in it. I don't know who Danny Glover is.
Oh, wait.
He has the same name as Donald Glover, the same last name.
Yeah,
who is a person that people know, but I don't think they're related.
I don't think so either. But I think he was the president of the United States. Like he played the president. Yeah.
Well, all right. This has been your Nontent research break.
Wow.
Amazing.
You looked at the Wikipedia article.
I looked at the 2012 Wikipedia article. This is the highest end of research here.
Yeah,
What did you do?
I don't know. I think something just made a weird creaking noise.
It must have been this table.
Yeah.
Are you still telling your story? I wasn't really paying attention.
No, I don't think so.
All right, good.
What, with like the Russian plane and the kids?
No, the other one.
Oh,
the
yeah.
The 2012 movie story.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just, like, I remember, like, calculating how old I would be when the apocalypse hit, and, like, if I'd have, like, the mental maturity and stamina to be able to withstand something as traumatic as that. Which probably not. When I think back to myself at 16, I was not ready for that. I don't know if
I used to fantasize about it, but I would not have been ready.
Yeah, no, I tried not to fantasize about it, because, like, it was just terrifying.
I watched a lot of zombie games. I didn't even play zombie games. I watched them. So I was like, I will be ready for it. I know what I'm doing. I can't wait for the apocalypse and all these normies die.
Oh, no, it was...
But only the strong edgelords will survive.
Yeah, oh... When was your edgy, like, normies are stupid phase?
Middle school.
Yeah, okay. Was that like the same
2009.
Does that overlap with the Fedora era?
I don't think so. I mean, I guess a little bit. I used to wear a fedora. I am greatly embarrassed for my crimes now.
That was before they were ruined.
That was kind of before they were ruined, but I used to wear it, like, unironically. I still think they're cool hats. I still think they're cool hats. I wish I could wear it without being judged harshly by my peers. Unfortunately, the big beard and long hair doesn't exactly help, so I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't.
Yeah, you would look like AJ. Or TJ?
TJ.
It's TJ,
TJ.
The amazing atheist. You do have the similar, like, long
I look
hair.
like him, but less large,
Yeah,
and
yeah, you're like a slimmer...
brown haired.
Yeah, he is blonde. We're not sponsored by the amazing atheist.
Oh God, I wouldn't accept a sponsorship from him probably.
No.
Unless
Yeah,
it was a
yeah.
lot. I mean, if it was a lot, I guess I would.
Yeah, I don't know. I
watched a couple of his videos unironically when I was like 14, I think.
Oh yeah, I think I went through a atheist YouTube.
The atheist YouTube phase.
I did watch a few Sargon videos, and I was like, you know what?
You speak some sense. These feminists are nuts.
Yeah, and then
But then he starts talking about how Islam is violent and horrible, and I'm like, oh no, I'm out of here. Bye.
yeah, and then I think I'd be like, it's like, okay, you had me for a second, but I think you're, and I'd like.
I mean, there are some valid points buried in there, but mostly it's just
Yes.
reactionary and hateful garbage.
Yes, definitely. I think good for him for making money
I guess. Yeah.
misreading shit, but yeah, I think we definitely we are ideologically opposed.
But that's a story for another day.
Yeah, or never.
Or never. Hopefully never.
Yeah, let's not get.
I don't want to be negative here. I want to be
No.
positive.
Talk about.
I want to talk about stupid stuff.
I want to talk your plane crash TV shows and
All right.
how I was traumatized by them.
Okay, so are you good? Are you good on your story? You clear?
Yeah, although I guess as an epilogue, I think I watched other episodes that weren't nearly as exciting as that. But I think my mom walked in on me watching it was like someone was hijacking a plane by they hid a shotgun in a guitar case and then they just started brutally attacking the pilot.
Oh my
and my
God.
mom walked in and was like, "You shouldn't be watching this."
Yeah, no kidding, Mom.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh," but also relieved because it was I didn't have to. I was now unable to watch it. Just
All right, well, with that, I think we're going to take a quick break.
all right.
Here's a word from our sponsors. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nontent, the podcast where we talk about stuff. And now that we're back from break, we are going to just take a little bit of time to talk to you about the worst commercial that I've ever seen in the history of my entire life.
It's really bad.
It's really bad.
It's just
It's something. I was, as you may or may not know, I am a big fan of football.
they probably don't know that.
They probably don't know that unless they're friends of mine, which they probably are.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan of football, American football. I watch a lot of it, and unfortunately that comes with just seeing a lot of really, really trash commercials. And so, one in particular that I saw the other day, and that I then had to tell Kirsten about because I saw it again today, and it's just the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life, is, so you may know the Progressive Box commercials, the ones where it stars the anthropomorphic, progressive, abstract concept of insurance box. They're bad. They're generally bad, but they're nothing that's so bad that I would need to make an entire podcast just to talk about them. But they made one recently in which the box vlogs.
It's really bad.
It's just the worst thing ever. It's just so bad.
It's just. I think we watched it 3 times already.
We watched it 3 times today. Just once or twice, because I wanted to show Kirsten how completely horrible it is.
I think my first reaction was just nonsensical screaming. I was just
It's so bad.
I had no words, and I still barely have any words.
There are air horns. There are there are 2 times in the commercial where they non-ironically just have air horns blast, like the air horn sound effect.
It's not even, like, you really have, especially nowadays, now that it's overused, it's like you really have to, like, time your air horns. Or, like,
You have to time your air horns.
It's like you have to use them in a way that's actually, I don't know, unexpected. It's not just like he's just like, oh, look at this guy, he's making me walnuts.
It's very lol and random.
Yeah.
You can find it pretty easy if you just search like progressive box vlog commercial on Google. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. Poor Chris Parnell. he has
poor guy. He used to have some dignity.
Yeah, like you know those images of like famous voice actors like surrounded by their characters. If Chris Parnell were to ever, if he ever had,
just the bugs.
he would have to have that godforsaken fucking smug as hell box.
I hate that box. The box is horrible, and I hate it.
That's on his IMDb.
I actually think that I will deliberately never buy Progressive Insurance because of their horrible box character. It's such an awful commercial mascot.
Yeah, I
don't understand.
All of their marketing campaigns are just like...
Are they the Flow lady too? Is that them also?
Yes.
I hate their marketing campaigns. Everything about their marketing campaigns is cancer, and I hate it.
It's so... Like, I wish that...
It's trying so hard, and it's trying too hard, which makes it bad.
Like... It's like you have some companies, like, especially on Twitter, there are some companies that are, like, really cashing in on this, like that weird, like, absurdist, I'd say, like, postmodern sense of humor.
Like Denny's.
Yeah, or, like
the Denny's Twitter is amazing.
Yeah, or, like, Arby's, or even, like,
the nihilist Arby's isn't associated with Arby's.
I thought Arby's did some cool stuff with
Do
this.
they? Oh yeah, you're right. Their ad campaigns are cool. That's right. That's the ones where they make like cardboard cutouts of cool stuff.
Yeah, okay. So they're not quite going for the demented sense of humor, but like Moon Pie does that. I'm following Moon Pie on Twitter. It's the only corporate account that I have not like.
I follow Denny's. Denny's is really funny on Twitter. It just posts like, I don't even know what it posts. It just kind of does its own thing. I don't know who runs the Denny's Twitter account, but it's beautiful and I love it.
Yeah, it's like there's some self-awareness there that like Progressive just does not
Progressive
have.
is completely unself-aware.
It's not good.
It's like when John, the Magenta Man from T-Mobile, always has his sponsored apps and asks you to be his friend.
That's really sad. It's like someone's like...
Please be my friend. I give out free stuff.
It's like someone like hands you their business card after vomiting on your shoes. Like it's like you kind of have to take it out of pity and maybe use it someday.
I will,
but probably not.
I will never. Are you suggesting that I should follow John? What's his face out of pity?
Well, no. I said probably not. I qualified.
Oh, okay, good.
It's like you feel bad. But it's like, they also vomited all over your shoes.
I love weird corporate Twitters that try to trick you into thinking they're real Twitter users with their sponsored tweets.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen too much of that, but that's pretty slimy.
They try to, like, they'll frame it as someone, like, tweeting, like, wow, the one I remember for whatever reason that sticks out in my head is for solar panels. And they're just like, wow, these solar panels sure are cool. Click on this link to find out how to get them. But they pose like they're somebody that like you would just know or that you're following already. Like just tweeting about how much they love their solar panels, but it's not. It's sponsored.
Ew.
And they're just trying to make it seem like it's not them, that it's not like an advertisement, but it is an advertisement. It's very bizarre.
Wow.
Advertising in the internet age is very tricky and very complicated.
It's very hit or miss.
Yeah, and if you miss bad.
Yeah, especially it's like if you try to make it like topical and relevant, there's like I'd say a 50% chance of you, like, shooting yourself in the foot.
If you try to make it memey, you basically automatically fail unless you're really good.
Yeah, or, like...
And most of these people are not really good.
No. Yeah, no, they are not. Maybe, like, back in, like, 2010, the progressive commercial would have been funny.
I don't know.
I still don't know.
Before any of us knew what the air horn sound effect was.
Probably. Like, that would have... They should... Okay, so here's my recommendation to the progressive marketing team. You go back in time and you air that commercial in 2010, you are going to fucking change the world.
You're a major corporation. You guys probably know what time machine technology, right?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they have, like...
Share it with me.
I'm sure Flo is, like...
Flo is an interdimensional time traveler.
Yeah, I'm sure she knows something.
How does she get to the really, like the white shiny room that they're always in?
Those are, like... That's just, like, you step inside progressive headquarters and it's just, like, unsettlingly sterile and white.
I wonder if that's actually what progressive headquarters looks like. That would be amazing.
I hope so.
I strongly doubt it, but I can dream.
Like, I hope that it's, like, some, like, all their marketing team and, like, the interns and stuff and people who work are just, like, their cubicle is just so, like...
Please help,
pristine.
it's so white.
It's just so white and shiny and just, like, they...
I have to wear sunglasses indoors. Please help.
And it's like everything's just so sterile. Like.
And there's a big box who's really smarmy and talks down to everybody, just kind of hovering over you.
Yeah, or it's like that's.
And he's vlogging. He's vlogging all of this.
Oh God. That just sounds so ominous.
You have to help us. He's vlogging everything.
Please take our advice, Progressive. I think
Progressive, please listen to us. I will
we're...
buy your insurance. I will forgive you for the horrifying box vlog commercial.
By the way, we are not sponsored by Progressive.
We have no corporate sponsorships yet. We are not there yet.
I don't know if we'll ever be there.
If you want to sponsor us,
lose the box.
Lose the box and offer me a lot of money, and I will say yes.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
And by a lot of money, I mean like maybe $100.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money to me.
Yeah, like there's...
Think about all the Taco Bell we could buy with that.
Oh my God.
That would feed us for a month.
Wow. I mean, I'd like to not eat Taco Bell every day.
I'm just saying, like...
Oh, okay, for like our occasional Taco Bell trips.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That would be cool.
I'm saying Progressive. Or Taco Bell, if you guys want to sponsor us.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would gladly accept Taco Bell. See, now Taco Bell is a corporation that uses, like, kind of meminess to their advantage and does it properly. Like, the Belluminati commercials, they're great. They make me laugh.
We just saw that, and it was just so bizarre,
It's
it's
just so weird. It just makes me laugh.
Like, you just... Like, that's...
It's really abstract.
Yeah, and it's like, it's playing on, like it's definitely taking from, like, our, like, collective pop culture, like, knowledge, but it's not forcing it in a way that's like, oh, there's the air horn. It's like, oh, there it is again. Oh, look, it's a chinchilla, not a hamster. It's random and funny.
Lol and random, there are emojis.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's gotta have the emojis and the air horns. We haven't really even talked about why the commercial's bad, but just go watch it. You'll understand. It's not really necessary to talk about it.
Yeah.
There's not much we can say about it that would improve it in any way.
Yeah, I did like, I know this definitely wasn't on purpose, but, like, the cashew man was, like, he just looked visibly miserable.
That was definitely on purpose.
Yeah.
You said it definitely wasn't on purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it probably was. But, like, it's
100% on purpose. He looks totally miserable.
I wonder if they changed that, like, in the middle of, like, the whole Logan Paul, like, debacle.
Wait, what?
I don't know, like, because it's like...
What does this have to do with anything?
I don't... Okay, so let me explain my...
Let me weave you a yarn.
Yes. So, you have, Logan Paul antagonizing the entirety of Japan.
Okay.
And you have, like, they all look like just all pissed off. And, like, Progressive maybe was like, oh, hey, all these vloggers are pissing off people. Let's make the Cashew Man really upset.
The box man does look like he's in some strange city.
Yeah,
It doesn't look like an American city, to be fair.
Yeah, but it was also like his Cashew Man. Like, he lived there. Like, he had a dumpy apartment where he was making ice and now has a chinchilla.
And now he has a chinchilla and his Cashew Man friend.
Yeah,
You think the Cashew Man becomes a major protagonist in his vlogs?
I hope so.
I hope so too. Maybe you remember like the goldfish commercials that would be like an ongoing story.
Oh yeah, those were weird.
They should do that, but with the Progressive Boxes vlogs. And they should have the Cashew Man become like a main character in the vlogs.
And then have him like get caught up in a PR scandal.
Yeah.
Like that would be awesome. And then it just ends abruptly, leaving everyone confused and just upset.
Progressive, if you're listening, sponsor us. You can have that idea for $100. It's gold, I tell you. We gotta check back up on his ice. We gotta comment below. Also, you should really Progressive. If you're listening out there, we gotta talk. You gotta upload this video to YouTube, okay? So we can actually comment below. Because he asked us to comment below. And you gotta put it on YouTube so we can actually comment below. I looked for it on YouTube and it's not there. Okay? You guys are missing out on a big opportunity here.
That would be very meta, and I think that would...
I mean, it wouldn't make it any better. It would still be horrifyingly bad, but it would be...
It'd be funny if they disabled the comment. I think they would have to.
They would have to. It'd be full of horrible people saying terrible things.
Yeah, but also, like, people being like, wow, this is really bad, you should stop.
They would delete those, but they would leave the horrible people saying terrible things so they can play victim on the internet.
Oh,
like
God.
the Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean... Yeah, that was a whole disaster. Everything involving 4chan is it's a disaster.
Don't go on 4chan.
No.
Well, PSA of the week.
Yeah, it's...
We're not sponsored by 4chan.
No, dear God. I think
4chan though, if you want to pay us a lot of money, I'm open to it.
Maybe. We'll have to negotiate on those terms. But yeah, I think the one good 4chan board is X, the paranormal board.
I was afraid you were gonna say S for S.
No,
I know a lot about 4chan, but I don't go on it.
Yeah, I don't know quite as much, but I know that X is the paranormal board, and they gave rise to the SCP.
Oh, is that where that came from?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, see, there's some good things that they do.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, it's usually, they're very... It's definitely not the people who run in the same circles as, like, Pole.
We are not sponsored by Pole.
Oh, Jesus. No. Pole is... It's actually kind of terrifying, because it gives rise to terrorism. Let's talk about something else.
Yes. What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about just bad advertisements and, like...
We already talked about that.
I mean, like, just general bad advertising. Like, it's just... Or how about... Okay, let's... Alright, so we're gonna explain how each of us would improve the state of advertisement.
I already talked about how I'd fix the Progressive Box advertisement. I already talked about that.
I mean, like, just general advertisement. Like,
companies don't use memes.
Well...
Instantly fixed.
All
Everything
right.
is better.
Alright, yeah, that's true. But, like, I'd also, if you're going to use memes, I'd say that, like...
If you're going to use memes, don't.
Or just, I don't know, allude to them so lightly that it's not... You can't smell it from a mile away. Like, you can't smell the old white men in the boardroom.
The old men saying...
Through the TV. It's like, oh, these kids, they like this.
What do kids like? They like the wubsteps. And they like the internet memes. Is dubstep still a thing? Do people still like that?
I don't know. Anyone listening, if you know the answer, please comment below.
Please comment on this web zone and tell me if you like dubstep.
Yes.
Because I don't know. I think Diggy still likes dubstep.
Yeah, I mean,
don't
he
really
doesn't.
know
I
that.
don't know if he represents like
Right?
any
No, he's
large
not.
demographic.
Right? He doesn't represent any demographic. He's just Diggy.
Yes, he's his own sort of. He's just his own demographic, I think.
All right. Well, I think that's enough.
All right. Well.
Bye.
This is wait. Whoa. Hold on.
You have 10 seconds.
All right. This
No,
is.
I'm just kidding. You have as much time as you need.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. I'm at the mercy of your mouse.
Right over the stop button.
Oh no. Oh god. There's some tension here.
It could stop at any second.
Oh god. Oh, I don't know which wire. Shit. Alright. So this has been Nontent. If you like, just, I don't know, do whatever. I don't care.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Alright, perfect. Alright. Alright, see you
Favorite,
guys.
rate 5 stars.
Oh.
Comment on the sidebar.
Alright, well, now that we've spanned, just in
Wait.
case...
Okay. If you got any suggestions for what we should talk about next week, please let us know. Or next episode. I don't know when we're going to release these.
Okay, well,
If you have any suggestions, please comment in the comments below. Just like the box man told you to.
Of course, yes. Comment below. Air horn.
I'll add an air horn sound effect in.
Oh my god, thank you. Perfect. Alright.
Okay, bye.